Well, we're planning for the heat, so it's not affecting my ability to plan. Obviously there's, the risk involved to the athletes was, one of the reasons why they pushed the kickoff back. But at 7:30, it's still going to be 94, 95 degrees. So it's still a little bit of a risk. So hopefully the referees have their little temperature taker, and they, give water breaks and make sure that we don't put the athletes at risk. Then as far as the soccer is concerned, then it's back to what I always say, control the controllables. The life of the game might be a little slower tempo, whatever, just because of the heat. So I think we are in some ways planning for it. But, it is what it is. We can't do anything about it now.
Do you anticipate maybe a different substitution pattern because of players wear out?
We'll certainly watch the subs a little closer for sure. Yeah, for sure. If guys are getting a little tired or they can't deal with the heat, for sure.
With 3 games against the same team within a month, how does that change your planning process?
Nothing. I just like to keep the streak going because we have a couple of good results. But obviously we understand that they're going to be at home. They're going to have the crowd behind them, energy there. Planning purposes as far as lineup, tactics, all that will be, normal Seattle-Portland tactics. I mean, we're gonna go out and we're gonna play our style and try and impose our will on them, and Caleb's gonna do the same with his, and it's gonna be another good game.
They've got a backline situation kind of like you dealt with earlier in the season. Yeah. Is that something that you tell your forwards and attacking players to take advantage of?
They know the predicted lineup. We've shown them film. So it's still, you have to actually accomplish. You can't just say, okay, they've got a makeshift back line and expect or think that balls are just going to magically go into the goal. You still have to do the work and the thought and the thinking and all of that. So we've prepared them for possible lineups. Once we get the actual lineup sheet, we'll, know for sure, and then we'll go from there.
And then this is the last MLS game in a couple of weeks. Kind of. There's the one more before the Gold Cup break. You've got the Gold Cup break going forward. This is another time to kind of recalibrate, reassess the season?
I think my own reflection on the year, myself, the coaching, and all that happens after every game. But yeah, certainly halfway point of the year, yeah, it's a natural break. You go into that Colorado game, which, you're just over the halfway point. Yeah, I mean, there'll be some rethinking, retooling, see what we can do to, make sure our games are more consistent.
And how's the health of the team? Are there injuries that will impact your lineup right now?
Getting better. Everybody's available.
Defending Valeri at home, he's a monster at home. What's your main focus with defending him?
It has to, again, be a team thing because he pops up on different areas of the field. Yes, our holding midfielders, our center backs, when they need to step to him, they have to be aware of, where he likes to play. But look, he's scored a goal from us last year from way out in the corner that looped over Steph's head. I mean, he's a great player. So you just have to make sure that who's ever marking him, makes him play negative. Doesn't allow him time and space to get his head up because that's when he's really most dangerous.
Does that go for the whole front 4, front 5? Because regardless, makeshift back end, their front end should be number 1s outside of Blanco.
Yeah. And it's going to require a team effort to get a result down there. That's absolutely without question. So front to back, back to front, however you want to call it, we need to play as a group collectively, make sure there's no space in between the lines for Nagbe, Valeri to do their thing, deny service to Adi. All of those things are going to come into play.